So there's a lot that you have to know when you get into the stock market, when you start trading. I don't care if you're trading forex, trading crypto, trading options, or if you're just buying a stock for long-term investment. Even if you're selling a stock for long-term investments and all the other stuff like that, it's a lot to know. So then you have to ask yourself, like, well, who do I listen to? Who do I follow? Who's right? Who's wrong? It's so much, right? There are so many people in the stock market, in the forex market, in the crypto market who trades, right? You got a lot of novice people in there. You have a lot of experts. You have intermediate. You have people that's been in the game for a long time and know what they're doing. You got people that's been in the game for a long time and they still kind of know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, but everybody has their own journey, right? And you have to find your way. I'm just being honest. You have to find your way and what speaks to you. And everyone's journey is going to be different. Some people may catch on to something a whole lot faster, a whole lot sooner than you will, or you may be the person that catch on a whole lot slower than a lot of other folks, and you're looking like, dang, I've been doing this for a while, and this person right here, they just got into it, and they're already doing great as well, right? You kind of like you start second guessing yourself sometimes. And I'm gonna say this too, before I really get into it, right? You have a lot of people, whether you get on YouTube, you gonna hear it. You get on YouTube, you get on you can hear it on Instagram, TikTok videos, you get into different forums, like whether you get on Reddit or in communities and things like that. Obviously you have a lot of people that talks about a lot of different stuff. But since we're specifically talking about stocks and trading and all this, you're gonna get people who say like, oh, I made this much and I gained this much. And I'm not saying that they didn't, because a lot of people, they have done that. But then they're not really going to show their losses or how long it took for them to get there. I'm not going to say everybody does that, because I have seen some people who are transparent in their wins and their losses and everything. Then you're going to have those people who also, you may have some like, if they did great, they did great. But you're going to have people like, they say, like, now they lying. And I'm just one of those people where I don't care. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care. Everyone's journey is their journey. If they're posting their wins and stuff all of a sudden and they have like a lot of losses, okay. But at the end of the day, they're still winning. You don't know that. You can't, unless you're there with that person and you're seeing their profits and losses yourself in person, you don't know if they're telling the truth or not. Now, everyone's not going to be perfect. You may not, I'm not going to say you're not. You may not, again, catch on as fast as other people catch on. And some people just like hit it out of the park as soon as they start. Right? And they may already have that success. And who are we, or who am I to question that? So, all that being said, my big thing is, again, who do you listen to? How do you determine, I may want to listen to this person, I may want to follow this person? Or if you follow multiple people, at what point do you say, okay, I've heard enough. I don't want them to throw me off from the information that I already know. And what do I mean by all that? All right, so I'm going to use myself as the example because it's about me. Let's be honest. It's about me, okay? Now, let's talk about it. Okay. So, for, I think, 2021, late 2021, I would say 2022, I got introduced to the Forex market by a friend. I don't know what's on my shirt, but anyway. Yeah, see that? No. Anyway, I got introduced to the Forex market by a friend, okay? So, basically, I've been trying. I've been trading. I've been trying. I've had my wins. I had my losses. I had way, like, pow, pow, pow. way more losses than I have had wins, whether it's the forex market, or the stock market, stock options, things like that. And all that being said, you know what? I won't change any of that. I will not change any of that for the world. Stay like this, please. I'm trying to sit like this. Yeah, I won't change any of that for the world, because you know what? It's a learning experience. It's my journey. It's my journey. All right. And what is this? It's 2026 now, and I said I started late 2021. I'm just say 2022. That's when I really like, okay, 2022. But as far as really getting serious, like, you know what? Well, I told myself I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna try to buckle down and really get it. It really wasn't until 2024. To be honest with 2023, I dibble and dabble. 2024, if you look at any of my statements or anything, you will see that I've had more, way more activity in 2024. Okay. Now, all that being said, I had this young lady, who's also my best friend. I would definitely say this, who got me really started again, like with the trading, to the point where she's good. Hey, when I say the girl's good, she's good. Like she knows what she is doing. And I actually took her course. And her name is Leona Clark, by the way. She does have a YouTube channel, and I will link it at the bottom in the description of this video. Her YouTube channel is called Prosperity Calls. And yeah, and she's really good at what she does. So again, so that's why I got my foundation from. What's wrong with my earrings? Turn around. Look. That's where I got my let me stop, foundation from, right? Like when I mark my charts, I've, since then have done more things since I've got with her. But that's why my foundation started with Leona Clark and everything, right? But I don't think about that though. We have two different trading styles. I am a person where automatically, and some things are changing now, I would definitely say that, but I'm that person that I like quick wins, baby. Like I like to get in the market, get out. I don't like waiting and stuff like that. And I can admit that I can be. I'm working on it. I can be an impatient person. When I want something, I want it then and there. All right. And her trading style, I love it because I still use some of her the style that she taught and the skills and the tools that she taught. I still use that even now in my trade and everything. At that time though, it was not aligning with me, with the way I wanted to trade, right? So basically everything that she was teaching, I could do that as well on lower time frames, what I found. But my issue was, again, the impatience, right? So I can sit there and mark up my charts, and that same person, they can tell you, this is why we're marking this level up. This is why we're doing that. And in your head, you think, okay, I got it. And you're going through the motions and everything, but do you really got it? Are you really comprehending? Are you really listening to what they are telling you? Because again, you have to get out of your own way, because this is like your journey, and everybody's journey is going to be different. So even if you have someone that's teaching you the basics, the foundation, they're telling you this is what you need to do. For some reason, in our own heads, something else may click in our heads where we say, you know what, I'm listening. And it's not necessarily on purpose. You may say, I'm listening to 60, maybe 70% of what this person right here is telling me, but the other 40 or 30%, I'm going to figure out on my own. I'm going to do my own thing because I got this, right? And that's not always it's not always a good idea, but that's how you start learning yourself as well. So again, I still use a lot of those concepts now that she taught. I still get on her. She does a lot of different lives on TikTok as well, and she goes live all the time, and she shows you like her charts, what she's doing. She talks to you about anything you can think of. She talks to you about it and everything. So I still get on and support her channel, support her lives sometimes and everything. But then you also have to say again, I still have a different trading style. So the other part of it is okay, who else can I gravitate to where I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm feeling their style right now. I'm feeling their vibe. You have to feel the person's vibe as well. I'm feeling their vibe and I'm feeling their trading style as well. So let me see. Let me come over here and see what they're talking about. So then what ends up happening is you're looking at other people and their trading style. But everyone has a different trading style. You're going to end up having to find like what works best for you. Like what do you gravitate to? Like, hey, it's something that this person right here is saying that clicks and everything, and that's going to happen. So I end up looking at other people's videos as well. But my thing was, I would definitely say this: if someone's video or what they were saying, if it was contradicting to what I already know, especially if I know like when I'm doing like certain aspects of it, it does work and everything, I ignore that. So it's kind of like, well, how do I push out? How do I enjoy someone else's content, gain some more knowledge, get some more information, while also maintaining what I already know that you know is correct. Now, there's a difference because you can have, excuse me, you can have someone teach you something, and you're thinking it's right. It may be right, good for them, but it may not be for you, right? And you're thinking to yourself, let me go to this other person and let me just push all their stuff out, right? Push all this stuff away. And it's kind of like, at a certain point, it's okay. Because if their style's not working for you, it's not working for you. You might have to go to someone else. But if you know you got, again, if you have someone that their foundation is great as well, certain things you keep. You don't dump everything unless that person just straight up garbage. But the person I'm talking about, they want garbage at all. They know what the hell they talking about, okay? So anyway, excuse me. So the other person who I end up gravitating towards as well, and I say different people though, it's certain things I was like, okay, they said something here. What does this mean right here? Okay. Oh, I already know about that. Cool. Then they're going to say, they may give you some new information that you didn't know. And you're like, okay. So then you're writing it down like, okay, I like this. I like that right there, right? And then at a certain point, this is how I am. After a while, I will move on. Like, if I get what I need from certain people, then I'm like, okay, I like what they laid, the foundation they laid for this particular thing right here. Cool, let me go move on. And when I say move on, a lot of times I go back, get back on my charts. Excuse me. I would get back on my charts and try to apply what they were saying as well and everything. So some people may look at it as saying, okay, you're using too many different strategies and everything. And that could be the case. And sometimes that could mess you up. But again, you have to know yourself and what connects with you. You have to know that. And then I watched another person, and don't get me wrong, I don't watch a lot of people at all. It's like a certain few, and even now, to be honest with you, now at this point, I don't watch anybody. I really don't. Just depends on like what it is, but I don't go out meaning, okay, let me see what this person's strategy is right here. Let me see what they're doing. I don't do that anymore. If I hear certain concepts, or you may hear a lot of people say, like, for instance, you may hear a lot of people say this word, like order block or imbalance. Now I'm kind of like, wait, what is that? I hear a lot of people saying it. So now I'm going to go look it up, figure out what this is and everything, and I leave it at that. And once I connect it to what I'm already doing, I'm kind of like, oh, now I get it. So I'm in that space where I've chosen to slow down. I had to slow down, right? The reason I had to slow down because the way my brain works, I think a lot, right? If it's at a point where I feel that I should have already gotten certain things or caught on, then I have to look at myself and say, well, what are you doing wrong? Because obviously, if these people that you have watched, who have taught you as well, if they're successful in what they're doing, and you know for a fact, like I proof that they know what they're doing, right? Why am I not following their strategy or their concepts? And you have to, again, look at yourself and figure out who you are. And what I have to figure out is, Charity, you have to slow down. You have to practice patience. Because patience, baby, was not a big part of my process at all. I thought it was. A lot of times you think that you know who you are until certain things that, I'm going to say obstacles. Certain obstacles hit you, like, oh shoot, this has never happened to me before. Like, I say this all the time, where I would say for me, learning how to trade and just get into the stock market and everything, it hit me upside my head, like pow, 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 right? And it did. You know why I did it though? Because I didn't take the time out to really sit there and do my research, to really sit there and learn the concepts. Here's an example. Someone, you hear it all the time, mark the high, mark the low of the day, of the week, of the month, of the previous hour, of the day close, whatever the case may be. They would tell you to mark those areas. I know how to do that. I know exactly where they are. But here's the thing. You can look at something, you can mark it. Do you know why? Right? And they'll tell you why sometimes. Well, most times they'll tell you why. But are you taking it in? Are you grasping it? Are you locking it in your brain? Or are you just going through the motions? Because then when price gets to those areas, to those levels, you're kind of like, oh, it's right here. But then you kind of like, okay, what do I do? You know why? Because you was not paying attention. Because I wasn't paying attention. Why are my earrings turning this way? Go this way. Because I really wasn't paying attention like I thought I did. And then you're sitting here, you're getting into the market, and you're reading structure wrong. You're doing all this stuff because you sit here trying to make money because you've seen it. You've seen like, oh shoot, I can make money. Because again, I didn't have like I had wins. Don't get me wrong. I had more losses than I'll admit, I had more losses than I had wins. So in the wins that I did get, I saw like, oh, because I haven't hit like some pretty good. I'm like, oh, sure, this is good. But then I wipe all that out with no losses. So I can see the proof. I've seen it, what you can do in that market. So that right there really pumps you up, and you're like, just get in the market. I'm gonna make some money, and you getting hit upside your head because you don't know really what the heck you're doing. You're doing these areas and stuff like that, but what are the areas? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, again, you better have a zone that you mark out. What does it mean? Okay, it's a zone. Okay, well, what does it mean? Well, I know that price is here in this area. Okay, what does it mean? So what's supposed to happen here? Why did you mark this zone? What does this zone mean? If you cannot explain that, then you don't know what you're doing, right? And I've had that realization. So what I end up doing, I just said, you know what? Do not get into the market at all. If you know you're a type of person that you value money, you value your money, and you have goals, and you know we should have a price point where where we're saying, you know what, I want my money to grow this percentage or a dollar amount. I don't care if it's a dollar amount, right? I want to see this amount in my account, right? And when you have those goals right there, you have to tell yourself, hey, how am I going to get there, right? Am I doing anything that's causing me not to even get there? And you have to be honest with yourself. I have to be honest with myself. Like, you're not reading the charts like you're supposed to be doing. You're not really understanding structure like you think that you know. Because if you did, you wouldn't have had all those losses. Or, well, you wouldn't have had those losses. And you would not have entered the market when you did. Now, trading, period, whatever type you're doing, whether you buying, selling, that's still a form of trading, whatever. It's not going to be 100%. You're not going to be right all the time. Because we cannot predict what's going to happen in the market. We can use tools and resources to help us out. You know what I mean? But you really can't predict what's going to happen in the market. So you're not going to win every time. You can learn to read charts, know when to enter and everything, and the trade still goes against you, right? And that's okay. That's normal. But when the trade is going against you 70 out of 100 times, something wrong, baby. Something wrong with your strategy, right? With your process, with your workflow. And you got to fix that. So I have to learn, like, hey, you got to fix that. Again, you have to know who you are. I have always considered myself a person who can catch on. I can catch on to stuff if I really sit down and really, really, really focus and try to learn it. And learn it. Okay? And you have to be honest with yourself. There's no way that you should be losing money, especially in the market, putting money in the market, and you don't have a clear direction of what you're wanting. You have to know, if I get into this market, this is what I'm going to enter at. This is what I'm going to take my profits at. Because a lot of those losses were also greed, baby. We have, that's another guru who I call Sain. I like Sain. I really like him. He's on YouTube as well. That's his YouTube page. Is called Sain. I do follow him. He kicks out a lot of knowledge. And I just had a brain fart. I'm trying to figure out, why did I bring up Sain right now? I don't know, but follow him. Just follow him, okay? But anyway, he knows what he's doing. And I just segue into this. Even with him, and he's someone that has a lot of followers, and he definitely knows what he's doing. And let me tell you why I know he knows what he's doing. So, since I've taken a step back and I say, you know what, I'm not entering the market, let me really, really, really learn, really know these concepts, really know why this is happening, and being able to explain why it's happening, why this is right here is happening. He may get on his channel, he may mention a certain stock. Let's say he mentioned SPY, Nvidia, Apple, whatever. He mentioned those, right? He mentions zones that he could see price going to or price coming down to. The good thing is, luckily, the one that he was looking at, I have already looked at those as well, and I'm watching my charts. And guess what? Those exact same areas that he said that, hey, price could come to these areas right here, I had those exact same areas marked as well. That right there told me, oh my God, you are on the right track. You're on the right track. You know what you're doing. The other thing is, again, can you explain it? If someone asks you, what does this mean right here? Can I explain it? Auto zones, things that I'm like, oh my God. Even if I told you, my friend girl, Leona Clark, the one I told you that has the YouTube page, Prosperity Calls. Again, I need to go to that page now, okay? Plug. Okay, let me stop. But even the concept that she taught me, I see it. I'm like, oh my God. And of course, I use my own little thing right there for me to get a better understanding for myself. Because again, someone can tell you something a million times. Someone else can tell you the exact same thing a million times. And you get what they're saying. And the same person told you something else, the same thing a long time ago. You could have been doing that too. But you're not going to get it until you know yourself. Until you buckle down and say, you know what, let me sit down. Let me take a step back. Let me process things. Let me write it down. Let me grasp it. Let me get an understanding of it, and you will be okay. But to see these people, I keep turning my stop. But to see these people when they mark their areas, and you're just watching them, you're like, wait a minute, I marked that exact same area. Like, oh my God, that makes you feel good. It really does. And here's what's funny, right? Everybody some people may use a different strategy to get to the same results. To get the same results. So Leona, she can have, or Prosperity Calls, she can have one strategy, her own strategy, and get to the result. Chris Sain can have his strategy and get to the result. But no matter what, it's all in the same area right there. It's all in the same zone. But she used her trading style and her strategy to get to that point. He used his to get to that point, but they all still met right there. So you have to know who you are as a trader, first off. If you know, on top of myself, as an example, if I know I'm an impatient person in certain areas, how are you going to fix it? You got to slow down. Know what you're looking at, really, really get it. And that's why I always say I don't have any regrets about my trading journey. The only little smidget thing I would say is, dang, I put a lot of money. Not a lot, but enough for me. I put a lot of money into the market. Into the trading, like the fast trading. And it didn't really get you anywhere. You're wasting money. But to know now that, okay, I'm marking my areas. I'm seeing it. Like, prices going to these areas. And I know why it's doing it now. Oh, my God. You know that you waiting. And even now, me seeing these areas like, oh, I can get in right here. I'm still waiting. Because I want to make sure I test it over and over and over. You also people say back test. You got to back test. You got to back test. You got to back test more than dang on 10, 15, 20 dang on times. You want to make sure that you know for a fact you are good to go. And to see yourself finally catching on, you're understanding, you're getting it. You're in the same areas that the people that you look up to when it comes to the trading and everything, you're finally grasping it. And it's going to pay off. The money that I may have put into the market and just wasted, this is, put it that way. You wasted, you lost it, whatever the case may be. You're going to make that back up and break even. And even surpass that. Because now you've taken the time to sit and say, I want to learn it the right way. I don't want to rush the process. Because again, everybody's process is different. I ain't one of those people, I would definitely say. I have heard, because I've seen stories. You know, I watch different people. And you listen to their journeys. I've heard people say that it took them 10 years to become profitable. They've been doing it for a while. It took them a long time. I heard people longer than 10 years. It's taking some people 5 years, 6, 7, some people 2, 3 years. I've been one of those people like, I don't want to wait that dang on long. I'm just being honest. I don't want it to take me 10 years to grasp it. Right? And the funny thing about it, again, I started in late 2021. I'll say 2022. I didn't do a lot back then. I will admit that. But 2024 is where I said, you know what, let me buckle down. And I actually got into another course and I took it serious. Like, I took it way more serious. And I did better than what I did when I first started out. But I still didn't do great how I'm doing now. So at this point, you might would say it's been about, if I say taking it real serious now, hold on, let me dial back a little bit. I'm ultimately taking it real serious right now, as I, like, for the past 2 months now. Like, really, like 2 months. Where I say, oh, don't put no trades in, just write. Come back, type, mark this right here. Hey, go to ChatGPT. Help me confirm some certain things. Hey, this person right here just posted a video talking about this in their areas, their zones. See what they did. And is your stuff in alignment with theirs? And it is. And that's why I keep smiling, because I know I'm there. I'm not exactly where I want to be at, but I'm there. And I know everything is going to pay off. And again, you have to know who to listen to. You can listen to yourself first and know your shortcomings. Know your gifts and know your shortcomings. My shortcoming, I know me, and again, I've gotten better with it. I'm still working on it. Is my patience. That's one of my shortcomings. But you know what my gift is? I've always considered myself, I'm a great researcher. If I had to sit down and say, you know what, let me dive into this. Because I'm that person that will go down rabbit holes. Look up everything. A lot of times you may tell me something, I'm like, what? I'm saying looking up stuff for other people. Ain't nobody ask me to do all that. Everybody need to focus. No one told me to be looking up certain things and he gonna my butt sit here researching everything. But once I get the information, I want to know. Because I don't think anybody that I know of like wants to walk around looking crazy as hell. Like you ask me something, I want to know. I want to be able to explain it to you. Right? Or you ask me something and I got a whole panel, whole forum, whatever, people. Everybody's looking at you and you're looking like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Heck, no, that happened to me once. In the crypto space. When I first started, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I didn't. Yeah, I'm sitting here on a panel in front of people who do know, or another panel of people who, for the most part, had grasped it. And I had no business up there. My whole thing was, at that time, it's like, hey, I'm trying to convince people, hey, you should be doing this. And I wholeheartedly still believe in that. I think everybody should be doing this. You should really be trying to do this. You know, I would be the first person to say I'm not necessarily, I'm not an expert yet. You know, I do what I can. And I learn what I can. And I get better and better and better. But during that time period, I just felt that for me, if I don't know something right then and there like that, I shouldn't be up there talking about it. Right? Even though my whole thing was convincing people to start. Now I can do that. And the reason I could do that because I've seen people in person who are successful at it. So I know it can be done. So I know I can get it. But I can't get it if I don't buckle down, settle down, and freaking study. You have to study. And again, I don't want this video to get too long, but it is what it is. I have been enjoying this process now. I really be like, oh, shoot, I see it. I got it. Then you may get mad just a little bit at yourself. You're kind of like, how come you didn't get this a while back? Because you didn't try hard enough. I'm just being honest. You have other things that's your priority and stuff like that. Trying to get quick money is not going to help you if you don't know what the heck you're really looking at. So that's why I say, like, how do you drown out the noise? How can you watch one person, then you watch someone else with their strategy, and you watch this other person right here? Person A can show me this strategy right here or concept and certain things with it. I get it. Then you may show me something else. I'm like, I don't get it. That person B may show you something that person A didn't show you. Or they are showing you something, but you're like, no, I don't want too much. I already got what I need from person A already. So I can combine my stuff. And a lot of people say don't do that, but I would definitely tell you, for me, it has worked. Because I sat down and I understand certain things. Okay? Like, you have to understand, like, why? You have to keep questioning. Why? Why is this like this? Okay, but then how come this right here is this? Okay, so can I do this here? Oh, how come? Oh, I see this right here. And I need to do this here, right? Yes, you do. But don't do this right here. So you have to get that concept and just know that this is the right thing for me. This is what I'm grasping. This is what I understand. And again, it to me, it becomes full circle. It's just me personally. It becomes full circle when I know there are people out here who are teaching other folks concepts or areas to be important areas to look at, and you've already identified those areas on your own. And it's what you would call confluence, baby. Like, it lined up with what they was doing. What is this right here? Oh, it's something else. But yeah. And I'm kind of like, oh my goodness. So right now, I'm just on I'm on a high right now. And you just have to, whatever you're going to do, you have to do what resonates with you. Like, what do you understand? Resonate with yourself. What do I understand? And you stick to it. Again, there are certain things with person A that I've always stuck with, and that's helped me out tremendously. Person B is certain things I take from that person, like, oh, okay, I got it. Then you apply it. Now, I would say this, I'm not going to fully abandon like the people or the communities that I've been in, because they help me out a lot. But I'm just one of those people, I know myself, I have to, hey, let me break away, do my own little thing right quick. And then once I feel comfortable, where I feel good enough, where I'm kind of like, hey, I got this, then now let me come back over this way now. Okay? Because at the end of the day, everyone does. You do need community. We all need community, period. Okay? But I'm just one of those people, I have to take a step back. Let me do my thing. Let me figure this out, whatever. Then I can come back. And again, it's been great for me. It's been great. So you have to know, again, when to drown out the noise. Sometimes the noise can be you. Sit back and just reflect on what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, and how are you going to fix it. Right? That being said, let me end this video. But before I do, again, I'm going to I put it in the description. Those two people, Prosperity Calls and Chris Sain. If you haven't seen any of their videos, they're on point. All right, I'm going to link that in the description and everything. But that being said, if you like what you heard, like the video, and consider subscribing to the channel, because you can get more commentary like this. I also look up stocks that I want to research. I've been marking my charts up lately and actually putting them online and showing my process and what I do, and it's gonna get better and better and better. I'm just in the mode right now of let's mark up the charts right now. Don't worry about trying to get into no trades. You just confirming just to make sure that, hey, price did come back in your areas and you were right. Just be honest, like, you was right. And it just holding myself accountable as well, because now if I know I got these videos out here on YouTube and I said one thing, are you sticking to it? That's a game. That's a plan right there, right? That's a strategy. That's a plan right there, and I'm just enjoying it. So that being said, let me get off, and yeah, like the video, all right? And again, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm out. All right, bye.